Hello, folks. Good evening. How are you? Hello, Nishita. Hi, Sunshine. Hello, Navneet. Hello, Nikki. Hi, Sumit. Hello, Himanshu. Praneeth, Mayur, Kevin. Good evening. How are you?
Good, thank
Hello,
you.
Sudish. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. Give me a minute, a couple of seconds here. Let me turn on my video. Are you able to see me?
Yes, Sudish.
Okay, if you're able to turn on your video, you can turn on, but if you don't want to, that's okay. It's totally understandable. I'm just going to adjust some few things over here. Give me a second. Okay. All right, so let's start the session. Thank you for coming in for today's session. My name is Sudish Anand, and I'm the trainer. I'm also an IT consultant in Guideware Technology, and I have this training company, Lead Techno. It's an IT staffing and training company, and we provide training in multiple technologies. Okay, and I'm glad if you're here. I'm sure this is very important for all of you. So I just want to have a quick introduction from all of you on why you're here and give a 20 to 30-second introduction about you, and we'll take it from there. Okay, starting with Navneet. Hi, Navneet. Good evening. How are you?
Hi, good evening. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Navneet. Can you give us a little bit about you, a little bit of your background, and why you're looking going to ServiceNow BA?
Yeah, so I have done my bachelor's in computer, but it's been like a little long time. And right now I'm working for
Okay.
McDonald's. So because of the gap, I'm not able to get into like a job just to change a career or get a good opportunity. I just joined this one.
Okay. Thank you. And which city are you logged in from, Navneet? Navneet, which city are you logged in from? Are you from Ontario or from which region? Okay.
Hello. Oh,
Hi.
sorry.
From which?
I
Where are
just
you
got
logged in from?
disconnected.
Sorry, that's
I'm
okay.
audible now?
Yeah, you're audible now. Your volume is low, but where have you logged in from?
Sorry, I logged in from phone.
One. Okay. All right, Navneet, thank you for coming in. I do want to encourage you and letting you know that out of five guys we positioned for ServiceNow BA guys who got job in July, four of them from non-IT background, totally from zero IT. Okay, so you
Oh,
don't need to
that's
have any
nice.
kind of
Let's see.
yeah.
Actually, I'm been looking for like here and there just for good opportunity if I can get. So that's why all of a
Okay,
sudden like
okay.
I saw maybe on I don't know, is it on Instagram or somewhere? So I signed up for the this online
Yeah,
course class.
a lot of people find me from Instagram, Facebook, and website, and then I've been in this business for quite a while. A lot of people know me from East Coast to West Coast, and especially immigrant population, both from US and Canada.
Hmm.
A lot of guys, I do different technology training, so people reach out to me according to the requirement. So Navneet, you're in a right place as long as you have an open mind, and I can help you transition to this career. Okay, and I will talk more about this today. All right. So hi, Nikki. How are you? Good evening. Nikki, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening. I can hear you.
Hi, Nikki.
This
How are you
place is
doing today?
noisy, yes. I'm calling from Canada, Ontario.
Okay, you're from Ontario. Very good. So, Nikki,
Yes.
can you give us a little bit about your background and why are you looking to go into BA career? Give us a little bit
Okay,
about
I
you, please.
study, I'm an account payable specialist.
Okay.
So I'm looking to change my career to be an analyst. That's why I joined the meeting today. Sorry for the
Okay.
noise.
Okay. Very good. And so that's great. So you're looking to transition, and which city have you logged in from?
Stony Creek, Ontario.
Which city are you logged in from?
Stony Creek, Ontario.
Okay, Stony Creek. Okay. Welcome, Nikki. And I'll continue to give more clarity. The first three sessions are complimentary. And I will continue to discuss on what are the key skills required and how to transition to this career today. Okay. Thanks for coming in, Nikki. Appreciate it. Hi, Praneeth. Good evening. How are you?
Hi, Sudish. It's nice to meet you again.
Yeah.
Same here, same here. So I know you started with us long time back, right?
Yeah, but unable to continue that. But now I want to continue.
Okay, Pranit is our ex-student and he had to travel for emergency. He's coming back to learn. We always allow our students to come back and learn. If you sign up for one training, you're always allowed to attend many more trainings for absolutely free in the same curriculum, whichever you've chosen. So you don't have to pay again. So Pranit is here and I'm going to help him. And he's a very passionate young man. And he wants to go into non-IT. Do you have an IT background, Pranit?
No, I'm completely from science background. I'm working in a food industry, which is completely different to me now.
Okay, wonderful. So Pranit knows me well. So Pranit, give me an idea, give me something about why did you choose to work with Lead Techno as your partner to move into this career? Where did you
Okay.
choose that?
Yeah, I have two options before moving into IT. I think we discussed that one in our initial meeting. One is
Yeah,
cybersecurity and the other one is BA. And
yeah,
cybersecurity, and we had our own discussions. And then after that conclusion, I made a decision to transit into BA rather than going into cybersecurity. Yeah.
that's good. So one of the things I do is I take my time to discuss your career requirement because I'm a career mentor too. So I want to make sure that you take careful decision before you're moving into an IT career. So we can't just take a decision like that. Cybersecurity is good for somebody and maybe not for somebody else. So according to the job market demand and supply, I recommend them. I also have a staffing company, so I can tell you exactly where the jobs are, where you should be, because it's very important before you choose to go into a career. It's important for you to understand the demand and supply. You always want to be in a career which is in demand and low supply, not high supply. If the career
Yeah.
has high supply, your average wait time to go into a job can become really high. When I'm talking about high, I'm talking about 8 to 12 months. And my folks are able to get job within 0 to 4 months. Okay, that's an average time which is required to transition to a job today in the job market. Okay, thank you, Pranit. Welcome back, and
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks,
glad
Sudish.
to coach you again. And I'm confident that this time you'll attend the trainings real time and continue to coach you on BA and ServiceNow, and we'll see you in a job. Okay,
Yeah,
Pranit, welcome
absolutely. Yeah.
back.
See you.
All right, thank you. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Good evening, Kevin.
I'm okay. I'm in Northern Virginia,
Okay,
DC metro area. I am retired from an IT career of 20 years, 25 years.
okay,
I'm looking to get back into something. Um,
okay, okay,
you mentioned a couple of things that caught my ear.
okay.
The cybersecurity and the other alternate and
Yeah.
the career planning. My career has never been planned. It's been just
Yeah.
bouncing between. I mean, I always loved what I was doing, but because I never was able to settle on something. I am a I am a generalist. Not
Okay.
I've done help desk. I've done system administration. I've done uh, I had a CCNA that's expired now, but just like all different aspects of IT, and um, it's kind of late now, but I would really like to have a end of career that was actually planned and um, kind of had a path forward through whatever rest of my time.
Okay. Sure. I'll be more than glad to assist you. But I want to share some information with you, Kevin. Okay. I'm glad you're here. And are you able to see the screen? I'm sharing this screen with all of
Yeah,
you. Okay. I'm not just showing this picture to show my face, but I just want to show you what are the programs we work on, Kevin. Okay. You have a rich history of your career. You have a tremendous track. I do want to tell you, it's this the future. You can bring in a lot of transferable skills. Okay. And today, the U.S. market, job market, is in a very um, one of the best times, I would say, because a lot of investments are coming. Of course, there's a lot of speculation, but what you want to look into is today's, Kevin, you want to understand that you want to have a start again. You want to be in a career which is in cloud. Okay, that's the number one criteria. And you want to be in a career which is moving towards AI integrations. These are the two criterias you want to make sure you have it so that your career is future proof and you don't have to worry about hunting job. You want to understand that when your career is in demand, your job will come looking for you. And these are some of the careers I am mentoring people on to transition. I have a staffing company, so we get requirement from different technologies, as you know. But a lot of candidates who are coming to me are coming to upgrade and some cloud data engineering. I work in three areas. One is cloud, data, and security. And so on the cloud side, we do cloud data engineering, cloud DevOps, cloud engineering, cloud administrators, data science, data analyst course. And then cybersecurity, we do incident management, SOC level one, and then cybersecurity analyst, bug bounty, incident management. Okay, so we do a lot of programs like that, and then on the BA side, we do ServiceNow. All of these careers have some kind of prerequisite, like cloud data engineering. You need to know Python and SQL. DevOps need to have automation skills, and for the DevOps case, and cloud engineering also should come with some kind of implementation specialist roles. Data science, they should have worked as a data analyst before. Cybersecurity, they come from networking. But with open mind, you can learn anything. But this program today, we're talking about ServiceNow BA. The reason I shared this screen with you all, especially for Kevin, because I want to tell you is, Kevin, today ServiceNow is a very trending technology. Okay, and it's like an SAP. It has got a lot of modules. You name it, they have it. And in the last 3 years, they picked up a lot of momentum. They have close to 70% of the Fortune 500 companies are their clients, and they are a cloud-based technology working in AWS and Azure, and they're also going into AI integration. So I will come ahead and talk about why we're talking service now. You got to understand that if you just have a BA, there are a lot of training companies who are training only about business analysts, but I don't do that because I just know that BA is just a big spectrum like cybersecurity, right? Just a big spectrum. It's very important to have a specialization. So this boot camp is about ServiceNow business analyst. All right. Here first we teach you what is BA, what the BA has to do, what are the deliverables, and then I will teach you what ServiceNow product is, and you don't have to have any kind of coding skills. If you're coming from zero IT background, I can help you because we have figured this out, and this is what we do. And Kevin, are you getting an idea?
Am I what?
Are you getting an idea?
I came for the service now, I think. But
Yeah, this is a
you said SQL and Python, and I've done that. I've done so. I mean, a lot of these specialties I could get into. I just don't know what is what's a good choice and what's a good path.
I would suggest you this program is about ServiceNow. The average wait time to go into a career is today 0 to 4 months. But based on our experience, we have seen our guys getting into job in 2 months. Okay. And in 2 months, I've seen sunshine. You were there with us for the last 1 month, right?
Yes.
So how many guys have got job in ServiceNow BA so far in the month of July?
It's moving, and I'm so impressed.
Close to 5 guys. Okay,
Yeah.
she's just jumping in, right? So what I want to tell you is, Kevin, you want to focus on a career which is in demand. ServiceNow BA careers in demand. You can transition to the job fast, and we will go help you to go 0 to 100. Okay, Kevin?
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. I will discuss more with you. And hi, Himanshu, how are you? Good evening.
Hi Sudish, I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes,
Welcome.
as we discussed, I have my background into B2B sales and marketing,
Yeah.
and also worked as a support representative here in Canada.
Okay.
And right now, I'm actually looking for the transition into as a BA. But you said like we are working on service now, so that should be a great help for me as well.
Of course, it is going to be a deal breaker for you, and I'm the only ServiceNow BA trainer. There are a lot of ServiceNow training companies. They will end up training people on implementation specialist, right? ServiceNow administrators, developers. But no, we're not looking for that. Those careers are technical, and it has a steep learning curve. But we want to make sure, because this is most of the audience I'm coming here are the people from non-technical. So BA is a good start because it has to do a lot to do with requirements, but at the same time, you don't need to have any coding skills, right? As long as you know about the product, you know the workflows, you know how to deploy them, you're good. Okay, and that's what we're going to learn here. Himanshu, thank you for coming. Appreciate
Agree.
it. Hi, Mayur. How are you? Good evening.
Good evening, Sudish. How are you? I'm
I'm
good,
doing
thank you.
very good, Mayur. Very good. Thanks for coming. Can you give us a quick introduction about you, please? Though, as much as I know about you, but we will all like to know about you a little bit.
I joined the previous batch, but I was not able to continue because
Yeah.
due to some personal issues, and now I am coming back to this batch under your guidance for ServiceNow BA, and so far, like the way you have explained, it's quite a promising like career that I would like to seek. Um, Career transition into, and I'm from Calgary. I have MBA finance, more than 10 years of experience in banking and finance. Looking forward to transition into service now under your guidance.
Thank you, Mayur. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming back. And Mayur is also one of our students. For his personal reasons, he was not able to continue. Then is coming back and jumping into this batch to complete it. Um, I'm very committed. If you are, once you partner with me, I want to make sure that you see yourself in a job. It's not just a transaction. I do have a very good relationship with my students, and I want to make sure that they get into the job. So it's more of a mentorship, coaching, training. It's a combination of everything, because moving into a career, it can be very daunting. It's not about just technical skill set, but also about mental strength too. So we coach on both the sides to make sure that our guys are mentally ready to go into the job. All right. Thanks for coming in, Mayur. Hi, Ganga. How are you? Ganga, good evening. How are you? Okay, no problem. I think she has some issues with the mic, but thank you for coming. So we'll start the session officially. But I want to know, since you guys have come here for the first time for the BA training, can somebody tell me what is business analyst training is all about? What is business analyst is all about? Give me something about it. This is a very interactive session. I like to talk to people a lot, and I want to get to know more about you guys. So let's start from here. What do you think is business analyst role is all about? Just give me your understanding. Anybody can go forward. What do you think this role is all about? That's not right or wrong. Don't be shy. Sunshine, Himanshu, Kevin, Navneet, Sumit, Nikki, Tia, Raman, Ganga. What do you guys think it is? Mayur.
May I go ahead and give it a
Yeah,
try?
yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
For me, business analyst is a person who bridges the gap between the IT team and the functional team. They get the requirement from the functional team and present it to the IT team so that they can solve the business problems that the functional team has. Um, and basically getting the requirements from them, and then basically showing those requirements to the IT team in their language so that they understand the problem, and so that thing can be sorted out for the
So
functional team.
sounds good. Mayur, you already sound like a BA already to me.
Thank you, Sudish. Because of your say.
Yeah, you have a good flow. How many days did you attend my first training? Yeah, I can see the flow in you already. All right. Okay. Yeah,
Thank you.
okay. Let me share my screen over here, and we'll take it from here. Okay, it's very important for us to understand the key role of BA, and we'll take it from there. And first, I will talk about what are the top 5 reasons why you should aim for a BA. I do want to tell you the first, a little give you some understanding on this week. This is a 3-month program, a training program. Your first month is a BA training, and the next 2 months is ServiceNow training. Some of you guys who already a Scrum Master, who already been a BA, they will not attend this session. They will directly go to phase 2. So if you've not been a BA before, and you want to go into ServiceNow BA, then you must attend the service BA training first. Understand, how to work as a BA, the framework, production knowledge, deployment skill set, and then you will learn how to work in a ServiceNow ecosystem, and that some different trainer will come and train you guys. Okay, I'm planning to do 3 days training. Okay, this week I'm conducting trainings on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays and Fridays. The actual schedule of this training is actually Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. But just for we are trying to organize ourselves as people continue to join. The first 3 sessions are absolutely complimentary. You don't have to pay anything. But after this training, for you to join, you need to make a payment. The program fees is $1,700. That includes BA training plus ServiceNow training, plus job placement assistance, your interview prep workshop, your resume, and your mock exam, everything. This is a complete comprehensive package. This will be your last training you will go through before you get into an IT job. So I'm into this business of training for the last 8 years, and I've worked with hundreds of professionals across US and Canada, positioned them into various IT careers. Okay, so with my mentorship and with your hard work, I can tell you that it's evident that you'll definitely succeed. So let's go in. Let's continue to dive in and try to understand more about this career. But before this, I want you to understand what are the top reasons why somebody should become BA, and why is it important for us to know today. The first reason is it is a high demand and a strong market for BA always. I started my career as a business analyst. Okay, when I moved to Canada the first time, I moved as a program manager. I'm coming from India, and I was a program manager working for Dell International, Dell Computers. And well, there are some jobs which are in demand back home in your country, may not be in demand in US and Canada, because these are the countries there are very highly trained professionals are there. So you want to understand that job market gets saturated very soon. So you need to understand the demand and supply and make a decision accordingly, right? And BA continues to be the only career where you can move in from absolutely non-tech background and you can scale up, but you definitely have to put your time in studying organically. In Canada, a BA job is also a national occupational classification job, where full-time BAs can also get permanent residencies here as well. This role is continuously growing across finance, government, and healthcare and technology. In US, according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, there is a growth rate of 14% in this career. Well, I see a lot of people, especially from non-tech background people, they take B as a route to move into IT careers. Okay, there's a lot of digital transformation are happening across cloud migrations, AI adoption, ServiceNow, and enterprise resource management planning, ERP modernizations. It's driving the continuous BA hiring. There will be a requirement for BA job always, and I see a strong prediction for the next 10 years. But what is the roadmap of this career? So where do I see myself in this career? If you ask me that question, you start as a BA, and then you can work your way to become a implementation specialist. Okay, and I will talk more on that in a little bit. Okay, so these are some of the things, but you want to understand that today we are in an era of cloud migration. Like I was just speaking to Kevin in the beginning, I was telling him that today ServiceNow is a cloud-based product, okay, and it's going into AI integration, so it's a done deal for you, Okay, so when you become a BA with the knowledge of how to deploy ServiceNow, you get a job in ServiceNow because it is booming right now, and there are not much, supply in the market. There are not many consultants. So early you jump in, your chances of getting into the job is very high. There's attractive salaries in Canada. The junior level job starts between 75 to 85. Most of our candidates are able to secure jobs between 95 to 110K, and in US I see that these careers are starting all the way to 85 to 120 to 130 USD. Depends on how much deep knowledge you have on the ServiceNow ecosystem. So we will be talking more detail on this. Okay, there are some additional certifications required. As a BA, there's a certification called CBA, Certified Business Analyst Professional. It's one of the best certification a BA can have in a business analyst world. This certification is taken by IIBA, it's International Institute of Business Analysis, which is located in Pickering, Canada. But is it necessary for you to get CBAP to become a ServiceNow BA? The answer is no. You don't have to have a CBAP certification. You will need a couple of certification. One is Scrum Master certification, and then you will have ServiceNow Certified ServiceNow Administrator certification. These two certifications are must. I will be providing you certification dumps with the materials what we provide you. You will pass the certification 100%. Okay, but I do not recommend the certification anybody to do without attending the training. It will not make any sense. So that's the third phase of our training, where you will go into certification phase, and that really boosts the salaries. And also, you got to understand today we are in an age where your resumes are selected not by humans, but by application tracking systems like ATS, AI-based ATS. So they need a specific keywords for your resume to get selected. So once your training is completed, based on the job market requirement, depending on which location you are, some are in US, some are in Canada. So based on that, we will make resumes which are made by AI tools, ATS friendly, so that your resumes will get selected. That will be personally made by my team. And we will also give you case studies where you can show your experience in capstone projects for your job interviews. I will transition plan for everybody is different from each other based on the background. I like to have a one-on-one conversation on that. So these certifications are important, which will boost your salary. Not only that, these certifications are the game changers. Okay, I have seen that. I have seen some of my candidates who jumped into the market and said, Sudish, I don't have time for ServiceNow BA, ServiceNow certification, but I would like to get into the job market. Their interview was slow compared to somebody who did certification. Okay, I do want to tell you it's very doable. 95% of my candidates who go into these careers, which I'm recommending, especially in the ServiceNow BA side, are from non-techs. They've never been. People come from, healthcare background, supply chain background. I've seen people moving from banking sectors, telecom sector. They have completely nothing to do with IT. When I moved into IT, I had nothing to do with IT. I came from project management side. I saw one of my friends become business analyst. So I went to the trainers and I did the training and I became a BA too. Now I work as an implementation specialist in guidewire technology. I deploy the technology wherever it is deployed in Europe, in Canada, and also in US. Okay, and I travel a lot for work too, and I manage these trainings as well. All right. Career versatility and industry mobility. IT BAs work across multiple industries. There are just to make things easy for you. I know, how many of you here attended my webinar a week back? How many guys have attended here? Anybody attended my webinar over here? You can raise your hand if you did, or else it's okay. Did you guys go through my webinar recording, anybody? No, it's okay, no problem. So let's go back. I have did a detailed webinar. I talked about how to go about it. I want you to understand that a business analyst, there are two kinds of. One is a BA who are domain sector, who are banking, insurance, government, retail, telecom, or healthcare experience. That is domain based. Okay, and then we have BAs who are based on products like Pega, technologies like Pega, Salesforce, right? Guidewire, ServiceNow. Job is more stable and secured for folks who have technology-based BA. There's nothing to freak out. Okay, it's very convenient. If you have a domain experience, of course, you can go into banking and insurance and government sectors. That's okay. But if you don't have domain experience, don't have an IT experience, then I would suggest you to boost your careers, get on a technology which is in demand. And that's what I'm going to make things easy. My job is to make sure this transition is very easy for you. That's what I'm going here for. So these skills are very transferable. Like I was speaking to Kevin, Kevin said he's coming from a technical background. So he will be bringing his domain knowledge to this as well. And this is a good place for him to start. And that's what I recommend for everybody. So there are opportunities to transition into product owners, project managers, or solution architect role. There are people like me who remained as a BA for a long time. Then I became implementation specialist. Some of my friends started as a BA, they became project managers. Some of my friends become Scrum Masters, release managers. Some of them transition to become data engineers, cybersecurity architects. So BA is a kind of a career which will give you jump start into the IT world. Once you go in, you will start understanding, you'll be exposed, you'll understand, okay, 1 year from down, you will really know what careers to go. So BA is a fantastic way. Somebody like me who is coming from an absolutely non-tech background, I took BA as a functional consultant and moved in. Then I upgraded myself, I did certification, I learned more about the guide wire technology, and I continue to be an implementation specialist in that, and the career is in demand. ServiceNow is in demand for the next 10 years. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Okay, so you have a rich career to catch up, and this is the best year to jump into ServiceNow because by 2026, globally, they want 1.5 million consultants to jump into ServiceNow, and you guys are the very few people who are jumping in first in North America because I'm the only provider, ServiceNow BA trainer provider. So with our training support, this is a very carefully curated, and we have done a lot of market analysis before we decided to bring this to the people, and we exactly know what knowledge area is required. It is not like studying in Udemy or YouTube or Google. You cannot make your transition career by studying this. All of these portals will give you a definition, but none of these portals will teach you real world experience of how to, what kind of challenges you'll face, what kind of documentations are real world. You do need a definite training to get into this career, and me and my team are highly skilled to train you in this. Okay, so skills are transferable, and many more IT roles people switch after jumping into it. There is a central role in digital transformation is going on. One of the things I see that the continuity of BAs of demand is continues to be there because BAs are required to have good communication skills, people management skills. These are the core skills which are required. I will talk more on that. And usually the folks who are very technical, they really not that good with client communications, and BAs do a fantastic job there. So you will see BAs will continue to be a bridge between the business and the technical team. Okay, there is BAs are engaging a lot in involvement in AI projects, cloud migrations, ERP and CRM implementations, cybersecurity initiatives, and automation. These are future. Okay, you got to understand one thing. Today, we are in a different era right now. We are not in a time where 10 years back, my friend did this, I'm also going to do that. That's not how it is. Today, you really need to do an analysis and understand which career has scope, which career is doable for you. Okay, get understanding from mentors like me, experts like me, and you just jump in. Okay, because today, technology is really transitioning towards future. There's a lot of AI projects are going to come in. There's a lot of cloud migrations are going on in AWS, GCP, in cloud, Google Cloud, and in Azure technology of Microsoft. So a lot of cloud migrations going on. So somebody from a non-tech background, Sudish, how do I know this? Okay, you will pick up 99% of the things on the job, but our training will help you crack the job interview. You got to understand, you got to take it at one step at a time, and secondly, you will learn how to do the job. Okay, and we also provide project support also on the on-job support, and which is all part of it. So we will discuss more on that. Okay, so it's very important that you want to go into a future-centric career so that your average wait time to go into the job is less. That's very important. And this is a very BA is a very dynamic job, It's a very fulfilling job. I really like it because I'm a people person. I like to speak to people. Okay, because if you're an introvert, you don't have to worry. As long as you're able to articulate and ask the right questions and document them and deliver to the deliver team, you're doing good. Okay, and this role is a highly visible role. It's a leadership role, and you will feel very satisfied and achieved. I felt very satisfied, and it's been like 13 years I work as a BA, and I'm very satisfied with this. And not only that, I also become an entrepreneur, and I work in contracts, and I also run my business too and my staffing businesses. So most of the IT people become entrepreneurs too. So if you have entrepreneurship into you down the line, of course, it's a great opportunity for you. So if you want to have a global career, okay, you want to make sure that you don't want to stuck with a location. Okay, I'm from Maryland, so you're working in banking. Now you're stuck with the banking system of US. You're stuck with the banking system of Canada. And you're located. You want to get into a career which is location free. That is the number one thing. When I took my technology program as a guide wire, I was able to get job from anywhere, from US, Canada, Germany, in Europe, in many locations. Same like that. ServiceNow is a global career. You can learn this career, get experience. You could be working in Dubai, you could be in Middle East, you could be in any European nations, you could be in anywhere. That's the power of this technology. So you want to be specialized on a technology. If you are just becoming a BA, there is no demand for you, and your chances of getting into a job becomes really really late, no matter how good your resume is, because today recruiters are not looking for BAs. They're looking for ServiceNow BA, Guidewire BA, Pega BA, and technology-based B is what I'm talking about. So in both Canada and US, we have a shortage of skilled BAs, and that makes it easier. And there's a lot of remote jobs and hybrid jobs coming up. So I cannot really say that you will definitely get a remote job. It all depends on your recruiter, with your client, who you're going to work with. Okay, it's a cross-border work a lot of people do between US and Canada, and many US companies are open in Canada and vice versa. So you guys, one of my candidate got a cybersecurity job, and she's in Illinois, but she works for a Canadian firm. And I know folks here, recently one of our candidates got a ServiceNow job through Procom. They're working for a US based company. So you could be working any side of the border. Of course, there are some visa requirements out there. We'll discuss more on that. So BA skills, business analyst skills, are recognized internationally and enabling global mobility. So some of the jobs require traveling too. If you're not in a position to travel, you should let the recruiter know before signing up for the job. And if traveling excites you, then yeah, why not? I work with many companies in US. I love traveling, so I prefer that. It gives me a free vacation too. I go there, finish my meetings, I hang out in the city, and enjoy the city where I go. I've been to most of the cities in US too. So if this is something you like it, you like to travel and earn money, yeah, why not? It's a great career for you. So pro tip is, if you combine IT BA skills with domain knowledge or a product, you will be in the top 10% earning bracket and highly sought after by recruiters. So these are the first top five, I would say, reasons you should consider become a BA. All right. Any questions so far? Ganga, Himanshu, Kevin, Mayur, Navneet, Debussy, Nikki, Nishita, Praneeth, Raman, Sumit, Sunshine, Tia. Any questions at all so far?
Hi, Sudish. I have
Hi.
a few questions, but
Yes, go ahead.
it was related to like the thing you told me earlier about. Uh, you told me about the certification of Scrum Master and ServiceNow certification. May I know what exactly they will cost me later? Like, in case you can discuss it now, or we can discuss it later.
No, I can. This is a very valid question. So let me share my screen over here. See, you got to understand, these questions are great. Business analysts should be good in asking questions. Don't feel shy. This is your career, and I'm committed to help you guys. No questions are
And
silly.
I'm bit of like a person who asks a lot, so please bear with me then.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So some Scrum Master certification, Himanshu, first thing I want to tell you, there are a lot of companies who can provide Scrum Master certification. Some people are very brand freak. They think that if they take a Scrum Master certification from a popular, Scrum
Got
Master
it. Yeah.
company, Agile company, they think that they'll get a job. That's not true. Some is like, say, let's say Scrum.org. Scrum.org is also a very popular company where you can take your certifications from. They have different certifications like professional Scrum Master certifications. And each of these certifications over here has a different pricing. Okay, you have PSM1, PSM2, PSM3. Each of the certification has a level of complexity to it, and it can cost you around $300 to $400. And but that's a lot of money, right? And I do have another solution. Then you have Scrum Alliance. It's another competitor of Scrum.org, and these guys in Scrum Alliance, you don't have to. You will have to renew your licensing or certifications every year. Okay, 75 is the pass mark. A lot of guys pass easily, but they have to renew every year. So I don't recommend that. It's not fun to renew, keep paying for it. It's not required. It's a money-making machine for them. So I don't really recommend that. And Scrum.org is 75% pass mark, but most of the times, you don't have to renew there. So, but still, it's quite expensive. These are costing $300 to $400. But what I recommend is you can take certification from International Scrum Institute. Okay, we only want, when you have you're certified, and you show that, you're certified in that particular framework, that only makes your interview easier. Okay, I got an experience over a decade, and I'm certified through Scrum Master from International Scrum Institute. And guess how much I paid for it? 50 USD. They have a promotional offer of you can do Scrum and product owner together for 150 USD. This is the cheapest, Himanshu, and this is what I would suggest you, because we only need a certification for your resume, but really your interview handling skills is what you will secure the job for you. Okay,
Got it. Yes, thank you.
good question. And you also need to do ServiceNow admin certification also too, also important. Okay, and how are we doing so far? Sunshine, Kevin, Mayur, Navneet, Nikki, Praneeth, Raman, Ganga, you guys doing good?
Good.
Sudish,
Hi. All right. So now,
Sudish, like how
yeah,
much is for the service now? How much we have to pay for the
it is
certification?
300 USD, Ganga. It is 300 USD. It's apart from the training fee. It's an extra 300 USD you'll be paying for the certification. And we will be giving you the dumps, the preparation for you. Okay, what it takes for you to prepare. And you will follow that, because our training mentor, we will provide you how to clear this certification, all that, and you need to follow that. And that will be taken only after the ServiceNow training. Okay.
Yeah, I checked that they have like 90-minute and questions are 60 or multiple choice.
Yeah, you can do proctor based. You can do that. That's the last part of the phase where you will do the certification, and we will guide you on that.
So
Okay.
it's like theoretical or
It is like you need to choose the right answer.
from the like system, how it works and stuff like that? Okay.
You need to choose the right answer.
Okay,
And we
got
have
it.
a lot of dumps, and we will share you sample question answers, how it look like. And we have certified trainers with us. Your trainer is going to be Nishant I'll show you Nishant's LinkedIn profile to just in case, since you're all here. And have you seen his LinkedIn profile so far, Ganga?
No.
Okay, I'll share with you. And Ganga, you're starting on 18th, right? I don't know if you know this, but I will be sharing this communications. Your ServiceNow training is starting on 18th. I will talk more on that offline. But right now, let me share Nishant's profile over here. He's one of our ServiceNow trainers, and he's a ServiceNow business analyst who will help you. And he's got tons of experience in working in ServiceNow background. And coming to his certifications, he has done all the important certifications as ServiceNow BA student. He's got almost over 8 to 10, 15 years of experience. So he has done a lot of certifications. So Ganga, this trainer is also ServiceNow certified. So he's an administrator certified. So he will also personally will guide our students how to complete this. And he is also certified in customer service management, field service management, HRSD, ITSM. These are the various other modules. You don't need to do any of these certifications right now, but once you get into the job, you want to start accumulating one of the certifications. You can do 1 or 2 certifications every year, depending on your job requirement. Got it, Ganga?
Yes, got it. Thank you, Sudesh.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Now, let's talk about a little bit about BA. For the first day, I want to keep it light. And the next thing I want to talk about, what are the key skills required to become a BA? But before that, I want to ask you, what do you think is the key skills required to become a BA? Can somebody tell me? Anybody?
Yes.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I think we need analytical thinking,
Okay.
communication skills, documentation skills, problem solving, and domain knowledge.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sunshine. Anybody else wants to add on to Sunshine? Anyone else wants to add to Sunshine?
I think those are technical knowledge, right? You should be a
Okay.
computer.
Okay.
And communication skill is most.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
one more thing that I wanted to add, Sudesh, is attention
Yes,
to
Sumit.
detail.
Sorry, what?
Attention to detail.
Attention to detail. That's very important. Yeah, that's very important. We cannot oversee anything. Attention to detail is very important. So let's come together and let's see what are the key skills are required to become a ServiceNow BA. And that's our topic for today. And we'll take it from there. So there is a structured list of key skills required for BAs, okay? Our core business analysis skills, in this, of course, we want to have good soft skills, communication skills, and everything. But as a BA, there are a set of activities which you will be doing in your job, okay? You will be doing requirements, elicitation, and documentation. Elicitation means gathering of requirements. As a BA, we are an important, individual who will be dealing with, with the stakeholders, where we will be collecting, understanding the requirements, we understand the business problem, and we will be documenting those requirements. We will try to analyze where the problem is coming up, and we do different kind of analysis activities we do, which we will be learning one by one, and we will be documenting. There are documents like business requirement document, functional requirement document, user stories, acceptance criteria, user journey, requirements traceability matrix. And there's a lot of templates we use, and we do a lot of diagrams too. As a BA, as the name says, business analysis, our job, a core job is in a project is to first analyze the business, and we want to understand the root cause of where this problem is coming, because we cannot provide solution for a problem without understanding the problem, right? And business stakeholders expect us to provide solution, okay? So our role is very important in the initial phase of the project, because we have to do a lot of analysis activities, and we will learn the key analysis activities in our training program, okay? So, and we do a lot of process modelings like UML diagram. UML is Unified Modeling Language. It's a very popular diagram technique. There are different kind of UML diagrams involved in this modeling where BAs should be knowing. One of the most popular ones, which you will be using almost 90% in any project, is swim lane charts, process flow diagrams, BPMN diagrams, data flow diagrams, sequence diagrams. There's a very few diagrams which you'll be using almost 90%, and workflow mapping and all this kind of stuff. Workflow mapping is more on the product side, okay? We do a lot of gap analysis because we want to identify what is the current state, okay? As a BA, you will be working very closely with the business stakeholders to understand what is the current state. Okay, the reason why we want to understand the current state is because if you don't understand the current state, we cannot provide a solution for the future state, correct? So let me make it bigger for you here. Okay, there is a importance, like as a BA, when you see in a project, there are different ideas, activities we are here. There's a problem, perspective, lessons, and solution. IT team's main role here is to provide solution. Sometimes through the business processes, we provide solutions. Sometimes we provide technology solutions. There are different kind of projects today, like migration projects, integration projects, support projects, data cleanup projects. So different kind of projects are there. No matter what the project type it is very important for us to understand the problem statement. What is the problem? When you go into a new project, it is important for you to understand your work. So you want to focus on understanding what is the problem. So there are methods, there are steps. There is a certain approach required to understand how to approach a problem, what kind of analysis techniques you do. Those are the various things BAs will do. And once you analyze and identify the issues where you're coming from, then we are providing those details to the delivery team so that they can provide you, the solution. You see current state, future state, gap, and actions to close gap. We want to know what is happening. We want to know where is the confusion starting from. And we want to know when is it done, who does the work, how is it sequenced, the future stated, how it should look like, how the solution should look like, where will it change, when will it change, who will do this, how will it be timed out and resources. So we want to understand the gap. So as a BA, you will be doing a lot of gap analysis. So we will be learning all those kind of gap analysis kind of activities in our project. Okay, so in our training, so we will be going through that in detail. But today we're just going through an overview of things. Okay, so and then you'll know stakeholder engagement. Why is stakeholder engagement is so important for us? Is because as a BA, you move around a lot with the business community. You represent the IT team, but you are the person who will be engaging with the stakeholder community. So like I said, it's a very dynamic and a leadership role, and there's a certain level of preparation required for you to show up in front of your clients with knowledge, with information, right? And there is a method to do stakeholder management. We want to identify who our stakeholders are. We want to map them, because as a BA, you should start, when you go into an organization, you need to start building. Please mute yourself. As a consultant, when you move into a project, you want to make sure that understand your stakeholders. So there is a stakeholder analysis activities will be done. I will be teaching you. Then there is change management. Change management is a very important part of a BAs. There are jobs which do. There's projects are so huge that they will have a team who take care of the change management, who handle the scope. If there is a deviation in the scope of the project or the solution, so the change management is a team which will analyze the deviations and they manage the scope creeps. So I will be going through those things too. And another thing which you want to know as a BA is the software development lifecycle. There are a couple of software development life cycles which are very popular these days. One is waterfall, another one is hybrid. So once we start understanding, there's a various techniques we are going to learn. We're going to learn project lifecycle, project roadmap. We're going to learn software development lifecycle. We're going to learn business requirements and many more. But really speaking, you got to understand the software development lifecycle, because every stage of the software development lifecycle, there is a contribution. Because we used to use a waterfall methodology as a preliminary software development lifecycle, but recently we use more of an Agile Scrum framework. The software development lifecycle is very dynamic these days. And I want to tell you something. The money is in the software development, guys. If you want to have a break into a six-figure paycheck career, you want to have a future-proof career, you want to be an in-demand career, so you want to become a software developer. Do you need to have a coding skills? No. You just need to learn how to work, what is your role in it, and how you need to work in this framework is what I'm going to teach you. And that's the job we are targeting. Are you guys with me so far, everybody? Am I losing anybody here? Ganga, Himanshu, Kevin, Mayur, Navneet, Nikki, Nishita, Praneet, Raman, Sumit, Sunshine, everybody's with me?
Yes.
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 Wonderful.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go back. to the key business skills. And let me share the screen again. I'm not going to take much time, guys, don't worry. So you will need to know what is in deep, what is the Agile Scrum framework. You will learn what is backlog grooming, how to groom the requirements, how to plan the sprints, how to handle different sprint ceremonies, daily stand-ups. And there are retrospective is a kind of a meeting. What is your delivery in it? What is your input in it? What is very important is there are different folks are working in the project team with you. There are project managers working, there is infrastructure architects working, solution architects working, developers are working, test engineers are working, testers are working, release managers are working, security team is working, and BA, you are working. Everybody is coming together or working for the same goal, same project scope, but everybody has a unique role to play and each of them contribute each other. You work in a very dynamic team and it's very important for you to understand what is your role, what is your contribution, and what are you bringing to the table is very, very, very important. Okay. And I can guarantee you that after this training, no matter where you are today, you may not know anything today. That's okay. But end of this training, there will be a great transformation in you. Okay. Don't worry about jobs. Don't worry about interviews. You're going to get it anyways. Okay. But focus on the next 3 months on upgrading your skill set. That's very important. You have to have a deep understanding of waterfall and hybrid. I strongly recommend you not to have a plan B. Always have a plan A. And your only plan A is to become a ServiceNow BA. As long as you don't have a plan B, you will achieve it. But if you have a plan B, then it's going to affect your your learning curve. Okay. And I also want to tell you, you should not study high level. You need to go into the weeds of it. You gotta get into the bottom of it. You need to understand every framework, every terminology, every workflow. You have to learn it. So, like I said, bigger the skill, bigger the money. So get into the skill enhancement. Get the skill, money will come following you. Okay. There are tools like Jira, it's a requirement tool. Confluence is a documentation tool. Azure DevOps is a documentation tool. Rally is a documentation tool. Requirements documentation tool. These are the different tools, does the same job, okay, but they just name different brands. So for our training, we will learn Jira. We will show you how to document the requirements, how to assign the requirements, user stories to the developers, how to run the sprints, deployments, how to capture the bugs. You will learn all those technicalities later on in this training. Then you will also need to have some technical and data skills. There are BAs, some projects, if you already have SQL query language knowledge you have, it's great. If you don't have it, it's okay. It's only a good to have skill. It's not a must. Some people have a wrong understanding that they get confused with data, business analytics with business analyst. Business analyst is different. We more on the analysis requirements documentation. Of course, we use SQL once in a while if you want to extract some client data or whatever. But usually, any kind of data related project, there will be database administrators who can help you with the data. But business analytics is a different career altogether, which deals only with data. Okay, so don't get mixed up. Okay, and you will see a lot of confusion with the job title also. You will see business analytics. For all, there will be business analyst job description. So you really need to understand what is your responsibility, what is your role, what are you contributing, what are the key deliverables. That's how you identify. That amount of clarity is required to move into this role. And APIs, today, application processing interface, it's a very important component because today a lot of systems are integrating to each other. So it's very important for you to understand what is APIs, what is REST API, what is SOAP integrations. We will teach you on this training too. Okay. Cloud familiarity. Today we are, I'm talking to a laptop, even though my laptop has a lot of memory space, but I don't save anything in my laptop. Can somebody tell me, is it a good idea to save information, your data in a laptop or in cloud? What do you think is the best thing to do?
Cloud.
Why cloud, Sunshine?
So you wouldn't lose the document. You can always pull it out.
Anything critical, right? There is different kind of cloud services available today. Same like that, clients are adapting cloud. A lot of applications have a cloud-based technology going on right now. So going into IT, you definitely require a certain level of competency, and you're going to learn everything over here in a matter of 3 months. Okay, so there are cloud, there are tools like Salesforce, Azure, AWS, there are many more. You cannot learn everything. These are all huge ecosystem. For this training, we will help you to learn ServiceNow, which is more than enough to help you to transition. Okay, there are data analysis skills like Excel, Power BI, Tableau reporting, and all there. If you have the skills already, you can also transition into BA2. But if you don't have it, don't worry. It comes under business analytics roles. Cybersecurity. BAs also work a lot into cybersecurity areas too. It's a different domain by itself, I would say. If you don't know anything about cybersecurity, don't worry. Okay, there are security guys working in each project. Okay, and I'm not a cybersecurity guy, but every project has a cybersecurity team who will approve those projects before we go into deployment. So, but then there are BAs who have worked as a cybersecurity analyst and has become a business analyst in cybersecurity services projects. That's a very niche area. If you have security experience, you can always transition to the area. There's a certification, Agile certification, especially for cybersecurity domain. Then you have communication collaboration. Like I said, soft skills. Verbal skills and written communications are important, but I want to tell you something, I've seen in my experience, the people with very so-so communication skills are the people who secure the job fast than the people with excellent communication skills, right? So sometimes it's overconfidence, but I always suggest you to understand that just a communication is only 50% of your success, 50% is product knowledge. Okay, you need to know what you're talking about. Okay, and then presentation skills. Okay, it's very important that you should know how to present your work. Okay, there's a certain way you need to present it. You cannot write a lot of documentation. You need to be very visual. You should learn how to do PowerPoint presentation. We will learn all those things. You will get a lot of homework in this training. So by doing this homework, it is must for you to do that because that will build your confidence. The goal is you may have a zero confidence right now, but when you do the homeworks, you will get a practical understanding of what are the various activities you need to deliver. That will help you to transition to this BA role. And then you have conflict resolutions. You will see in an IT world, you will see a lot of conflict happening between team members, with the stakeholder community. All these things will happen. And so you will get a lot of questions called behavioral based questions. You will have, and you will need to know how to answer those. So I will be sharing interview prep guide. I'll show you in a little bit. So how to handle those questions and answers. So we have a proper guide to guide you on that. Okay. And next thing, which is very important for you, is to understand active listening. For a BA, you don't have to be chatty, but it's very important for you to understand what's happening in the project, listen to the project meetings, understand where the project is, understand what kind of solutions are you coming up with, listen to your clients. The better you listen, the better solution you can give. As a BA, we provide recommendation. We are not the ones who finalize the solutions. Okay, so that's very important. Active skills are very important. Listening through it and don't jump into giving any conclusions. Domain knowledge. If you have domain knowledge, you're coming from banking, insurance, or any sector, I can help you transition into the same domain. We can provide case studies which you can justify in the interview, and we can have some capstone projects to help you guys get up to the speed. If you want any, we can create case studies where you can work on. There are compliances in different businesses which are required, but we are focusing more on the ServiceNow BA. As long as you have ServiceNow knowledge and a BA framework production knowledge, you're good. Digital transformation trends. Today, AI is here, automation is here, there's a low code platforms are here. Okay. So you don't need to be an expert, but you'll be working with experts. Okay. So you really need to understand those conversation. I want to tell you that a training is what you're not going to learn everything. 99% you're going to learn on the job. But this training and coaching and mentorship will help you bridge you into that career. That's what we are doing here. Analytical and problem solving skills. It's a critical thinking. It's very important for a BA to have problem solving mindset. You see a problem, but you should not panic. You got to understand every project is a problem in front of you, and that's how your life is going to be. If you are a kind of person who are bored by doing the same thing every day, getting up, going to job, coming back, and doing the repetitive stuff, it's not you. You like to have a challenging career. You want to challenge yourself every day. then BA is going to give you that kind of challenge every day. It will keep you on the toes because you're solving problems every day. Of course, you will become expert by time. In the beginning, there will be a fear of unknown, wondering how am I going to do. But once you move into this career, 6 months down the line, you'll become very comfortable. We also bring project support. So in this training, we're going to teach you how to approach those problems, case studies. What are the different kind of problems you're going to face as a BA, as a ServiceNow BA? How do we approach that? How do we break those projects? How to solve those problems? The problem solving skills are important. You do not know what you're capable of. I want to tell you, before I moved to a BA job, I was even worried that, oh my God, how am I going to do? I've never done this job. But I knew one thing, that I do not know how capable I am. All I want to do is I'm going to go there and figure it out as I go. I do want to tell you there are two kind of people I've seen in my experience. There are some people who want to figure out everything before they want to do something, and that's not a good thing to do, I would say. And then I have another set of folks who are ready to jump in and who are figuring out on the go. And they are the ones who will get into the job faster. You cannot fix everything. You cannot have everything ready before you go. All you got to do is get the right mentor, get the right training, get the right product knowledge, get the right support for getting. That's all you need. But you're going to figure it out on the go. And we're going to help you transition this. Okay. So problem solving skills are very important. So to understand, to do a problem solving skill, you got to understand a problem, and there's an approach for it. And that's why there are different kind of analysis techniques you're going to learn. We're going to talk about in future classes as we go. And then we have decision making support. What you need to understand as a BA, we don't provide solutions. So there are people like solution architects, infrastructure architects. They solidify the solutions. PMs agree with it, stakeholders agree with it, but we are a support system. We give them the materials where they can refer and they can come up with the solution. That's what it is. But as a BA, we do mistakes. Everybody does mistakes. So don't get scared. What if I do a mistake? What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. Nobody's going to eat you up. Okay. So be ready to do mistakes. That's the only way we're going to learn this. Okay. Root cause analysis. You got to have a mindset how to go to the root of it, how to understand where this problem is coming from. Okay, which system, which process, who's messing it up? It is a system, or it's a human being, or it's a business process. How can we go change the business process? Okay, who are the actors involved in it? And what is the current workflow? Okay, and what is the current state? So that's how we understand the root cause analysis. Okay, so these are the very few things which you need to know. And then soft skills are, you need to be very adaptive. Okay, if you're jumping into this career, okay, I want to tell you every project is a new project, and I'm telling you, you're going to feel very satisfied by end of the day what you achieved. Like I said, it's a very highly satisfied. Folks in BA world are very happy with it. So I've seen that across in my term and in my career. But you should be able to adapt. If you are a person, okay, I'm open to change and to adapt myself. I'm going to change myself for this role. Yes, then this career is for you. Adaptability is very important. Emotional intelligence for stakeholder relationships. You got to handle people. The job itself is easy, but people can get difficult sometimes, right? No matter what job it is, people can get difficult, correct? So, you got to, when you understand speaking to the stakeholders, you got to understand what kind of personality he is, because your job is to collect the requirements, but people will not give you time, but you need to find out how to do that. And that's what I'm going to teach you. Time management and prioritization is very important. You're going to have tasks coming in. So you got, everything will look important, but not everything is urgent. So you got to determine what is urgent, what is important, because as a BA, you start with one project, but when you go down the line, you will be assigned to 4 to 5 projects. In a given day, I'm a manager. I manage 15 projects. I have like close to 50 business analysts working under me. So just imagine I have 15 projects, but there are people to take care of it. Likewise, you will be handling 5 projects, and you will know how to do that. And I'll teach you all those things. There is fishbowl diagrams, root cause analysis, different diagram analysis is there. We will teach you time management, negotiation skills. You will see many times business stakeholders coming and negotiating with you to add some new requirements which was not discussed before. And you will be in a state where you'll be wondering, am I supposed to say yes to it or not? So I will be teaching you where are those areas where you will have these negotiations has to be done. during the entire software development lifecycle. These are the very key important skill sets are required to become a BA. But in the next sessions, I'm going to go deeper. In the beginning, we're going to keep it very light because a lot of guys are coming from a very basic space where never been in IT. So slowly, I will get go to the bottom of it, and we will see how we are working closely with project managers and what are the delivered different documentations. I will be sharing a lot of live documents too, so that you'll have a visual of what delivery should be. Sorry. Sorry, somebody has a question here?
No worries, that's okay. I just have to do some nothing.
Okay. All right. So guys, with this, I want to conclude the session today. I do want to tell you, this week we have sessions on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Please continue to comment. These 3 sessions are preliminary. It's absolutely free for you. No financial commitment for you. So you will get to learn how to move into this career. I do want to show you a little bit of roadmap. I'm not sure if you guys seen this, but I want to talk about, sorry, just give me a minute here. I want to show this document to you, which is very important. I want to show you some roadmap, how we're going to go. I'll share this document too. These are the different roles you'll be applying for: ServiceNow BAs, ITSM business analyst, IT service management, HRSD business analyst, ServiceNow product analyst, ServiceNow functional consultant. I can guarantee you, if you go into these jobs, you never have to worry about job market anymore, because there's a high demand. Jobs will always come looking for you. We are going to take ServiceNow certification, and I'm going to guide you in a Scrum Master certification. These are good, but we don't need it now. These are important things to know, that when you go into career, how much amount there are people who are lost. They have overeducated themselves, and they studied moved away from the target area. So there is a very particular learning curve which I'm going to take you through and help you learn. Phase 1 is IT business analyst training, which will go on for a month. Phase 2 is ServiceNow ecosystem training done by Nishant. And then phase 3, you're going to go, this is going to be 2 months. And ServiceNow training, certification is the 3rd phase. And in the 4th phase, we're going to take care of, we're going to make resumes for you, interview questions for you, mock interviews for your LinkedIn prep, resume, project, use case, everything is come in. And then you really have to complete it. So we're going to start with the BA. You're going to talk about business analyst overview, stakeholder requirement, different analysis techniques, and then we're going to go into, then once the BA part is done in one month, Agile and everything, you will go into understanding the ServiceNow platform. It's a lot of things over here. We're going to take you through it, but you're going to be very busy for the next 3 months. Okay, and it's going to be, I can tell you, whoever has attended our training, your chances of getting job through our mentorship is 100%. Okay, so we would like to see you again. Before I close the session, any questions? I can just open the floor for questions. Any questions at all? Raman, Debussy, Zoya, Shika,
Just one
Ganga.
question from my side.
Yes, Navneet, go ahead.
Actually, I am not able to attend for the Friday, Thursday, and Friday. So are these sessions are recorded, just in case?
All the sessions are recorded.
Okay.
Once
Thank
you become a member of our team, once you make your payment and you join after 3 sessions, you will have full access to our training recordings, and that will be shared by our administrators to you after every training session. There are a lot of
Even
candidates who are
well?
there. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, even these 3 as well?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Anybody else has any questions? Sumit, Himanshu, Raman, Nikki, Mayur, Ganga, Kevin, Praneeth.
Yeah.
Hi, DBC, how are you?
Okay.
I'm good. Nice to see you here. You have
This
any
my
questions?
job now.
That's okay.
It's been
Any questions you have?
When I'm in the office, I can't take calls because it's meeting upon meeting.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you
It's
said.
stressful. So I'm in my first 2 weeks, so the expectation is high. A lot of things are just coming up, and then trying to know what's going on, understand what's going on in the system. It's been very stressful. Unlikely, it's been very stressful.
Steve, are you talking to me?
DBC?
I don't know. Okay, anyways, any other questions from anybody else before we close the session today? Okay, thank you so much for being a great audience. The next thing is you're going to get email from my administrator, my assistant Thea. She's going to send the recording to you and continue to talk to me, get more clarity on this career. I do want to tell you, we trained 10 people in the month of May. Out of them, 5 guys got job in 2 months. Okay, and there are 4 more guys into training, into interviews, and we have few more guys into training batches. And I'm expecting more results in the next 2 months. And you could be one of them. Continue to join and learn more and break into this career. I'll see you guys on Thursday evening at 8 p.m. EST. Thank you so much and have a great night, guys. Good night.
Yep. Thank you, Sudish. Thank you, Sudish.
Thank you.